Hello there gorgeous gamers, and welcome back to Pure Play TV, and we've got a review for The Colonists, a new strategy city builder for consoles, and it's full of adorable little robots, so of course I like this game. Find out why by parking your bum and watching on for the next few minutes. The Colonists might be a game about adorable Wall-E style robots looking for a new life away from their human creators, but there's a massive amount of depth to the game and it's far more complicated than it looks. Robots have been built by humans, but now those robots want to be free to live like the humans do. That is the simple premise of The Colonists. Not that it matters all that much, as there's no real story, just scenarios for you to play through. These are simple enough to begin with, as the game tasks you with building monuments, forcing you to explore the build menus thoroughly to put the tutorial training to good use. The scenarios do get steadily more difficult, and by that measure they also take much longer. That's my first complaint with The Colonists. It takes a really long time to do anything. From collecting enough resources to constructing buildings in the settlement, everything takes a long time. You can speed up time, of course, but if your settlement isn't at full efficiency, you'll still be sat around twiddling your thumbs while you wait for your robot army to ferry resources around. Resources are moved around by your robots and they're fully autonomous, thankfully. However, they're only as good as the roads you set them on. If your roads are an unorganised mess, as mine often were, then it will take a lot longer for the goods to be moved around, and that means it'll take longer to get anything else done. Roads have checkpoints where the workers will drop off supplies for the next robot to pick up and pass along. You can build paths coming off of these roads, linking different buildings to the network, but roads are the main arteries that feed your colony's heart. If they're clogged, your colony will suffer and efficiency will drop like a rock. When that happens, you need to find the problem and fix it, otherwise you could be sat around for 10 minutes waiting for something that will never happen. The Colonists doesn't do much hand-holding outside of the tutorials, so you'll want to pay attention to them. I did, but I still found myself a little bit lost at times, and frustrated, and that was mostly due to the road system. I appreciated the added complexity and the need for some forward thinking, but it felt a bit too complicated for its own good, and it often got in the way of progress. As always with these kinds of games, I prospered in the sandbox mode, where I could tinker, experiment, fail and start again, all without the worry of getting a task done by a deadline. It's still challenging, but it's a lot more fun to play my own way, and the campaign scenarios just didn't grip me as much as I hoped they would. They were far too long, and if I'm going to invest hours into building a colony for my cute robots to live in, I don't want to throw it away because the game wants me to move on to the next level. That's just me though. If you're an avid trophy hunter, you'll be ploughing through the campaign no matter what, but know that there is a robust sandbox mode with plenty of customization if you want to experiment without constraints. There's more than enough content to keep you going for at least a good couple dozen hours, if not more. However, I'm split as to whether I'll see the thing through to the very end. On the one hand, I do love me a city builder resource management game, no problem there. On the other, The Colonists is excessive in its micromanagement. One fault in the chain can bring your entire town to a halt, and while I don't mind a challenge, the further along you play, the more demanding the game becomes, and it does eventually hit a point where it's no longer fun to be juggling the plates for little to no reward. And that is the end of this review. Thank you for watching, as always. If you enjoyed this video, go down below, give us a like, subscribe, maybe drop a cheeky comment if you've got something nice to say. Do yourself a favour too, and hit the bell icon so that you're notified whenever we've got new stuff. Go onto the info box and you'll find our website links, social media channels and our supporters page where you can support our team if you can. I've been Chris, you've been gorgeous, and I'll see you on the next one. Until then, adios amigos!